I am actually kind of shocked that I managed to make it on time today. We are streaming, right? Yes, everything is good. Okay. I'm actually on the dot. That is so weird. Usually I'm either slightly early or extremely late. I'm never on the exact time that the stream is supposed to set up and be live, but here I am. I was actually in kind of a rush today too, because I was in the middle of helping my buddy Scar trying to configure his potential VTuber model, and let me tell you, did not like doing it for myself back in the day. You know, going through the process of Blender, then exporting it to VRM file through Unity, and multiple other steps after that. And I don't like it now either. To be fair, he was extremely tired and I was kinda not feeling well, so it was just a bad combination in general. Hopefully we can figure something out. If not, then he's either just gonna have to continue using his web camera, or just gonna have to go through the PNG process like I'm doing nowadays. In fact, even though I'm using my VTuber model for this stream, I'm kind of trying to whittle away from it, mostly just due to the fact that I kind of prefer the whole PNG tuber aspect of things, especially since it allows me to either draw stuff or... What? You want to bark? You want to bark at something random? It's not even here? What are you even barking at? Do you even know who's here? My dog is just like any little noise outside of my window or in the house, and he just immediately goes off. Like, there's a reason why I usually don't stream with him in the room. Although it does end up with everyone constantly wanting to put him back inside my room, so, you know, it's a catch-22. Either he's in here and he's barking every single 10 minutes, or he's out there and constantly begging to want to come back inside. You're such a little fan. Alright, we're gonna just set things up for a minute. Gotta do my usual promotion and all that in my stream, in my server. Check to see who's pinging me constantly throughout Discord, and, you know, make sure to mute things so I won't get constant notifications on stream. I was going to stream some more SMT1 today, but due to being busy in the morning, it just didn't seem appropriate to do 2 streams in the entire day. Heck, I was actually planning on doing 3. I was gonna fit Kyaku later in the day, but then I realized if I have to help Scar with his VTuber model while also taking a couple of hours to prepare for this stream and then subsequently stream 2 other games after the fact, yeah, that would be a huge burnout. Especially since tomorrow we already have 3 events planned, so I'm just gonna have Friday be the important thing. And for today we'll just play Final Fantasy VIII, which isn't a bad thing per se. I like Final Fantasy VIII. I didn't get to finish most of my grinding that I wanted to do off screen since I was so busy, but it is what it is. I did what I could. Alright, we're good. Everything is set up. Since this is a Switch game, I'm probably gonna have to have the live chat on in the background. There we go. That's gonna be way too much work. I mean, I can do it as long as I don't have anything else on that day. Like, if it's just streaming, I could potentially just go through 3 games. Touhou would be a bitch. Touhou would be incredibly difficult if I was tired, but I could manage it if it was like the first or second stream on the day. That's why I'm making Touhou 12 the second stream tomorrow. That's if Hydra is available tomorrow. I had to cancel today's SMT1 stream, and I didn't get a response back from him, so hopefully he's still available for tomorrow, but if not, let's see, I mean, we could do, I'm trying to think, like, if Tactics doesn't happen tomorrow, we could just play more Final Fantasy VIII, then I can do Touhou 12 afterwards, and that's when I'm going to join in the voice call in my server. And then after that, we'll just round out the night with Kyu-Yaku. I'm not going to go for that long because I'm also going to try to play some Final Fantasy VIII on Saturday. Look, the reason why I'm doing so many streams now is not just to promote my Patreon channel, but also there's apparently going to be like 3 big games that are coming out by the end of this year, or, you know, from June of, like, when does Raito come out? I don't remember. I haven't even pre-ordered that yet. I'm probably not going to pre-order Raito. I'm just going to get the base version. But Raito Remaster comes out this month on the 18th, and I want to play that as soon as it comes out. Then I also want to play Touhou 20 when it comes out during August, you know, by the end of the summer. I'll probably have some free time to play it then. And then September 30th is going to be the Tactics Remaster. And you best believe I'm going to play that day one. Third Tactics playthrough. I can't believe I'm playing Tactics for the channel 3 times in the span of like an entire year. I mean, that just goes to show you how much I like that game. You know, there's no denying it at this point. And then after that will be Digimon's Time Strangers, Digimon Story Time Strangers, which I'm also going to try to do a day 1 for that. Basically day 1 for all 4 of those games. Maybe not Touhou 20, considering I won't be able to purchase it physically, so I'm probably just going to have to wait for it to either come on Steam or other words. But that's going to be my plan for this year. 4 games that are very important to me that I will play. Day 1, no matter what. So, like, yeah, I want to try to get through as many games as I have on the current backlog. So, FF8, even though I'm having a lot of fun with it, I want to try to get through it. I want to have as many sessions with it so that, you know, I can enjoy the game while also going through the content. Touhou is Touhou. I can play it whenever, really, because there's just so many games. Then there's the other 3 games that I have on the channel: Kyu-Yaku Megami Tensei, Shin Megami Tensei 1, and Final Fantasy Tactics. 2 of those are with Hydra. So what I'm probably going to do with those games is I'm going to keep the pace up with Kyu-Yaku. I'm going to play it every, like, day I have a free stream time. And then for Tactics, I think I'm just going to keep it for Friday, because, you know, by the time we finish that playthrough, we probably won't even be in September. So, I'm not worried about that game. SMT1 is what I'm worried about, because SMT1 was the replacement for Digimon. So, if I wanted to... This is a weird song. Space Miko. I don't remember adding this to my playlist. I like it though. This is a typical Touhou music. I always enjoy any type of Touhou music. But anyways, I'm debating on whether or not I talk to Hydra about changing SMT1 to Digimon instead. And I can just play SMT1 throughout the week, you know, replace it with Kyoyaku once I finish that game. And when he's around, he can join it. When he's not, you know, we'll just still play it. I'll probably just play it with you, Druid, while on the call. But I want to judge his opinion, because, like, you know, we've been through 2 parts of that game, and so far, you know, we've had the opportunity to stream like 5 times, but either I get busy, or circumstances change our stream time, which, you know, I'm not blaming the latter. The former is completely on me, because, you know, I typically have to change stream times every now and then. But in the context of SMT1, I'll try to figure something out. That game is easy. That game is easy for me to get through. I can pretty much just talk through it with no problem. So if I have to do that with either by myself or with you, Druid, I'm perfectly fine with it. That's kind of just RPGs in a nutshell. I can talk about them for hours. Consequently, I am talking about my plans for hours. We should probably start the stream soon. Like I said, I was in a rush today, considering I didn't get to do any of my prep time, because I was helping my bud. So let me just stack my Romance of the Three Kingdoms novels on top of like 5 notebooks that I have, and then stack my amazing microphone that Scar got for me right on top. There we go. My stream setup is set. I'm also gonna get one of my last granola bars. I usually get like a 12 bar box of these, because like they're amazing to have when I'm in the middle of a stream and I'm just like super hungry but don't want to go to the kitchen to like spend like a good 10 to 20 minutes making something to eat. This is just, you know, to keep me satiated for now. I'm gonna try not to crunch while the microphone is on, but you know, no promises. Hey, at least you guys get to have some Toho music with bar rapping ASMR. So, let me just get it close to the microphone in. Oh, yeah. That is some delicious rapping. Okay. This is weird. Yeah, these granola bars are delicious. I actually thought I lost my bottle of tea, but it turns out I just left it on the other side of the room. Yeah, I do not remember this song, but like, damn, it goes hard. What is this a remix of? I heard like the main Toho theme in it. The Space Shrine Maiden appears from Legacy of Lunatic Kingdom. Oh, I think that might be the title theme of Toho 15. I could be misremembering. RD Sounds is the arranger for it, though. I recognize that name, but you got me when it comes to songs that they made. I'm more of a Pizuya Cell, Soundholic type of guy. Hatsune Miko, which is not to be confused with Hatsune Miko, or Miku. Yeah, there's a difference. Miko, Miku, there's a difference there. Although I'm personally, recently, more of a fan of Kishida Kyodan and the Akaboshi Rockets. One, because of their extensive library of Toho music, and 2, because they're an actual band that are making actual openings for animes now. I think they made High School of the Dead or something like that. Oh, speaking of which, I forgot that this playthrough is loaded with Kishida Kyodan and the Akaboshi Rockets. I'll just take another bite of my granola bar before we start. Pardon the old meme, but this is delicious. All right. I don't have Discord open on my PC at the moment, so Druid, if you send me something on Discord, just let me know so I can look at it. All right, I think we're good. So, without further ado, let's actually start the game. What is it, like 16 minutes in, and we've just been sitting here talking, which is fine, you know. It's fun to talk every now and then. I just realized one thing I forgot to do is set up my VTuber model. Thankfully, it's not as painstakingly long to set up as it is for me and my friend Scar, although we haven't even finished it yet, so like I am dreading going back to helping him do that again, but you know, it needs to be done. Buddies stick together and buddies go through torturous and rigorous trials for each other. It is how it is. Also, I think you guys are hearing like an echo of the game. Yeah, okay. Sorry. If you guys were hearing an echo of the game, it's because I had the desktop audio unmuted. So, oops. Hopefully it wasn't bad or anything like that. Alright. So, last time we were streaming Final Fantasy VIII, it was literally just a part composed of doing the card game, Triple Triad. And it was pretty fun, honestly, going through, like, what was it, 3 hours of painstaking card collecting? It was enjoyable, I will say. And I did what I said I was going to do, at least for a little while. I went ahead and played the card game a little bit more and got a couple of extra cards. Now, it doesn't seem like much from the total number at the bottom, but I did actually refine most of my cards off screen. So this isn't actually the full amount of cards that I had previously. And as you noticed, I also have access to the Zell card. Zell card was given to me by Zell's ma, and I had to play her like so many times. If you guys remember, I did a little bit of research before we ended, and gosh, it took forever. 1 second, I need to change the IPS. There we go. I was noticing some screen tearing. So yeah, even though we played Ma Ditch, I keep calling her Ma Ditch, Ma Dinch, that's her last name, like, what, 10 plus times in the last stream, she did not want to use the Zell card, but I eventually got it just out of random. You just had to play her over and over again until she eventually played it. And here we are, the Zell card. It's actually really, really good, similar to Cypher. I mean, it has to be. It's a player card for a reason. And we got a bunch of more cards here and there. I think I went ahead and got a bunch of like Shumi tribe cards. These are new. I got these babies by using the card ability on the Gastro enemies in the training hall of Balam Garden, as well as the T-Rexar. There's actually a random chance of getting these cards from those enemies. In fact, most enemies in the game, there is a rare chance to get a completely different card that is not associated with that enemy, which means that enemies not only have a common drop and rare drop, but they also have a common card and a rare card that they can turn into. Yes, even more time-consuming grinding in Final Fantasy VIII. It's actually not that time-consuming, because by the end of the game, if you played cards with everybody, you'll complete your collection. It's just, you know, do you want more copies of a specific card? Looking at this now, we've actually completed mostly half of our entire card collection. All that's left is like the rare cards, which obviously are going to be harder to find, and most of the enemy cards that can't be found in Balam. But with that said, I haven't actually fought everything in Balam just yet. So I fought against Maudinch. I guess I'm just never going to be able to say that correctly. I fought against her multiple times, as well as Sid, and I think the Solid Snake guy on the outside of Balam, or inside of Balam. Well, we go into Balam, and then outside of the school in the entrance, we find him. Hey, we're getting paid again! Oh yeah, my level went down to 7. I don't really mind. I can always bump it back up by doing exams, which I haven't even attempted to do yet. Oh, hello, Selfie's ass. That's one thing I don't really want to see, Selfie's ass. Yeah, so I fought against that guy a couple of times. But we have actually skipped on a couple of card players throughout Balam. Consequently, this guy right here, the receptionist.
I've been here since the garden was established. That's my life story. That's my origin story. That's all you're getting.
We can challenge him, and I don't know if he has anything that's important here, but we're gonna try. So I've actually gone back to the Iron Giant card, just due to the fact that he's really easy to catch, which makes him a great tank for the center of the screen. So whenever an opponent gets their turn, I usually just put the Iron Giant here. Even when I get my turn, I put the Iron Giant right there. It's just a constant with my playstyle. I put the Iron Giant in the middle, and then my next move is to put Ifrit down here because he's almost impossible to take. So it gives me a guaranteed card. Not only that, but the enemy is usually susceptible of putting down either a card next to the one that they just placed, i.e. the Behemoth, or put a card somewhere next to the Ifrit, leaving only one space open, where I can then swipe their card. So the enemy only has 3s and 1s to the right, so Diablos is safe to put right here. And wow, look at that! You know, they can't take the Iron Giant anymore. So Zell is perfect to just put right there, and we got even more cards. And thanks to the all rule, we have taken all of his cards instead of just one. Isn't that amazing? I took a couple of screenshots of this. I managed to actually win every single card on the playing field. Turns out you can't get 10 cards, you can only get up to 9 cards because you can only get the 9 cards if you're taking the first turn, I believe. And if you're taking the first turn, then the enemy won't be able to play one of their cards. One of them will just be unplayed. So therefore, you can't get full 10 cards, but you can get 9. I have had the entire board light up in blue before, and I'll probably upload that at some point. Because it is kind of ridiculous, really. Alright, I kind of want to put Diablos right there. An 8 is fine. Which card do I not want? It's safe to put Ifrit right there. Yeah, I was banking on the fact that they would just cut off the Iron Giant, so just put the Zell card right here and we've already won. Yeah! Heck, we would have won anyways if I put it on the other spot. So we'll play him one more time just to see if he has anything interesting. I don't think he was mentioned at all in any of the guides that I read. I've taken it upon myself to look up a... Yeah, he really doesn't have anything special. He's kind of a beginner player, it seems. I've taken it upon myself to look up a 100% guide for the remaster just to see how I am supposed to handle the card game. And it turns out there are actually a lot of intricate steps just by starting the game itself. So I'm actually kind of glad that I looked up that guide in the first place, because now I know certain things that I'm not supposed to do, like this early into the game. Specifically, our interactions with the Queen of Cards. There's a specific thing that we want to happen, and a specific thing that we want to avoid with her. So there's going to be a lot of sace coming with her, and once we get on the train to our plot mission. Finally, you know, like 2 streams in, or 3 streams in, actually. We're progressing with the plot again. There's something that I gotta do that's very specific before I even think of going to the plot. So as you can see, my last save was like 8 hours. Off screen, I played a total of an extra 4 hours just doing the card game, as well as doing some magic writing. I went ahead and got all the tier 1 and tier 2 magics for my characters. Specifically, anything fire related, blizzard related, thunder related, and cure related. They all have 100, all the way up to tier 2. Except for like Zell and... Actually, no, I think everybody has Kiraga. Yeah, okay, I bought a bunch of tents off screen with the guild that I had and gave everyone Kiragas, so even Zell has massive amounts of HP, similar to Selfie, although I think his Kiraga is set to strength. Yeah, it is, because apparently that makes his strength stronger. It only makes me stronger! Other than that, I didn't really do anything else. We have a bunch of cards to refine off-screen, or on-screen, so I could show off the whole, like, magic refinement system. I made sure not to refine any magic outside of the Kiragas until we did this stream, because I want to show off, like, how broken you can get before even going to Timber to you guys. So I think the next person we can fight, in terms of the card game, is Dr. Katawaki? I believe she is a card player, although she might not be. Oh, she is, apparently. You know, I used to play a lot, not a lately though. I can't tell if she's lying or not. She seems like the type to lie. Imagine she brings out like 9999 cards or something like that. We'll go with our try to 2 strategy. She's actually a pretty decent player, especially compared to the guy in the front. Better than him, at the very least. No, I don't want to play that. I will say you're definitely better than Sid. Better than Sid, but who can it be? Let's be honest, everyone is better than Sid because he's Robin Williams. Alright. Behemoth Bomb, Tomberry, not bad actually. They do refine some pretty cool items. Honestly, you could just spend like a good like 20 hours in the beginning section of the game just getting as many cards as you want. I believe the limit to a specific card is 99, so you could potentially get like 99 bombs. you could take 99 grenades, and Ariana Grande will not be one of them. Oh, you just screwed yourself out of this bomb, buddy. That's rough, buddy. I really don't even need to put anything to the bottom left, because, like, they won't take it all. Yeah. The only thing I need to worry about is the left number, because they have 2 7s. So let's go with our tried and true strategy of Ifrit in the corner. Ifrit's in the corner, he's in the corner, hiding in the closet. I really don't want to put him right there. Oh, see, this kind of sucks, because, like, if I take the Iron Giant, he'll just take... Wait, what am I saying? I've already won if I do this. Yeah, there we go. I don't know why I was worried about that. Suboptimal gameplay! Suboptimal gameplay! Let's play with her one more time. Or maybe I should say it in a different way. Because out of context, that sounds really bad. Let's play with our nurse again and again and again. If you want to play with the school nurse every single day, you just have to get sick. Then you have to summon demons in your school and fight everybody because you're a little insane. And then your sister will come and save you. Gosh, that's a game I gotta replay at some point on this channel, and I'm not looking forward to it. I do remember liking SMT from a grinding standpoint, but gosh, that World of Sloth. I should say, it's not as bad as it'll probably be for my friend Frozen Breeze, considering Frozen Breeze streamed that game, and he did it on actual hardware, meaning he had to deal with no speed up, no ability to negate encounters, because I believe he didn't have a stoma with him. So he had to do it raw. And it was not fun at all for him. I distinctly remember, I think he did like multiple sessions of that game, of the World of Sloth, because it was just taking that long. I wonder where I went wrong. That's what Frozen said when he went through the World of Sloth. Thankfully, I have a stream filled with people who, well, speaking of which, Squall is filled with Selfie. Oh gosh, sorry. Didn't mean to say it like that. I have people who can be in a voice chat with me, and I have the speed up because I'm playing it on an emulator. I don't think the World of Sloth in SMT is going to be that bad. Plus, if I really wanted to, I could just play some music in the background. So this is the guy that we need to play in order to get another rare card, the Trepe Groupie, number 1. As you remember, he is a groupie who is in love and infatuated with Quistis. And there it is, wow. He played the Quistis card immediately the first time I fight him, and it took Zell's mom like a session and a half to play her son's card? I get it, she didn't want to play it because she didn't want me to take it, but still, infuriating! You had to do it raw, with no Vaseline! Yeah, and just imagine, Mara is in that game. You had to do it raw with Mara. A tiny little Dorumon doing it with Mara. Now you have that mental image buried into your mind. I really want to get that Quistis card. Okay, they have a 7 at the top, and a 5 to the right. So who would be I guess Zell would be protected against it. Zell! Steal Quistis from me! Or steal Quistis from the groupie. And thus, the ship was born. It's okay, Quistis, you don't have to go for Squall anymore. You have Zell now. I don't know if that's better or worse, though. She has Zell, but is that better or worse? I guess if you like himbos, you can be okay with himbos. You can make this song into like anything. And there we go, we got the Quistis card. I guess we don't have to play against him anymore, but you're good. You're pretty good. Let's try again. I want to steal everything from you. We have the Quistis card now, so how good is she? Yeah, I mean, she's okay. We kind of still need to like play Ifrit though, because we have no good numbers to the left outside of 6 from Zell. And plus I really want to continue using the whole Iron Giant strat. Ooh, okay, well, that's a trap. Iron Giant with Iron Giant action. Look at them, they look like an adorable little couple together. The couple of giant himbos. Yeah, I saw that coming. They don't have a 6 at the bottom, so they can't bottom the Iron Giant. Then I guess I could do this. This is, unless I catch this is probably going to be a draw. Never mind, he can't catch me. And now my dog is barking at something random that's outside. I think I might just have to kick him out at this point. No, 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 don't you want to be my guest for this stream? He's just staring at the wall. He's like, who is it? You good, buddy? You good, little buddy? Good boy. Do you play cards? A friend of the Trepe groupie. Watch him have like better cards because the Trepe groupie number 1 just can't have nice things. They suck. You guys are way below my level. You're fighting me? You're a third-rate duelist fighting me with a fourth-rate deck. Friend of the Trepe grouping number 1. And you call yourself a friend of the Trepe grouping number 1. Alright, well, at least we got more of these cards. Again, refining stuff is important. Refining stuff is important, okay? Is that a... Oh, that... See, I keep seeing that guy, that particular hairstyle with the guy in the center of this table. I keep seeing that on everybody. And that was the same hairstyle for, the 4th seed graduate that apparently graduated with the 3 of us, who apparently is not around anymore. Again, he never learns. Or this time, he completely ignored all orders and went berserk. Well, that is true. I see why he never passes this field exam. He's well qualified to be a seed, though. You should talk. You never passed the written test. Okay, so it's not the guy. Wow, they keep going off. I'm better off than Mr. Paperboy test here. Mr. Paper Test Boy here. Try making it to the field exam, why don't you? Damn. Hey, look who got the cold feet during the field exam. So why don't you just shut up? Now this is friends right here. No, calm down. It's like a conversation between me, Scar, and Druid. Okay, I guess they're just repeating everything. You get like some interesting NPC banter every now and then. Oh wait, do the cafeteria workers play cards? Apparently she does. Okay, let's see what she has. Honestly, I think the only important person we have left to fight cards with is there's a particular side quest involving the cards called the Card Club or something like that, and I want to fight them before we move on. I don't remember where I can find them though. I think they're somewhere around the library. It's like a very apparent NPC, if I remember correctly. What, you didn't put... Oh, well, I guess I can't complain. I'll probably steal the Caterpillar card. No, you didn't. Why? He knew that all hope was lost. Not bad. What about you? Wow, you just have no purpose for existing, do you? Try saying that to your cafeteria lady. Don't, by the way. They're very nice people. They're also extremely overworked. Alright, let's do a save, and let's check the library for this random NPC. Also, for anyone who doesn't like me using the speed up feature, I mean, this is just mostly saving time. I played this game before, from beginning to end on the original PlayStation 1, so I know what I'm getting into. I'm mostly just respecting all of y'all's time by using this feature. This is Zhu, right? Okay, yeah, we can't play her yet. Pretty sure this is the locations of the library. Okay, neither of you play cards, right? Yeah, you just talk about the library and how all of your snacks are gone. It's gotta be this guy, right? No, because he challenged us to a game of cards. Yeah, a game of cards, and he wasn't really that good. Darn, I can't remember the name of the book the instructor was talking about. Too much of a hassle to ask him again. I'll just ask out whatever. I won't lose at cards. Okay, this is an NPC we didn't fight before. You have anything good? My quest to find this card club member will be the death of me. And then it turns out their name is Sakura. We gotta capture Sakura's card. Anyone who gets that reference, I love you. Wow, you did exactly what I wanted you to do. Good. I can control you. You will obey. I can't find anything that's relevant. Ah, my life in a nutshell. Well, now that we're here, I did also find out something else from the guide. Apparently there's a book that we can interact with on the library shelf. Oh, here it is. Received Occult Fan 1. I think we can read that in our inventory. Yeah, we can. Okay. What is this? Ooh. I never actually read these before. I knew they were in the game, but I never actually went out of my way to read the magazines. Occult Fan 1. Mysterious Monster Death. Exclusive. Odell Burke, 67, of Timber was tending to his field when he found a dead monster after hearing a loud impact sound. Mr. Burke said it occurred while he was making a fence with steel pipes. An extremely strange death. Huh. Is that supposed to be, the Wendigo? I think that might be the Wendigo. Interesting. I don't know what that correlates to, but interesting nonetheless. There are multiple occult fan magazines throughout the game, and we'll just have to find them as we progress. You want to play cards? No, I don't think he plays cards at all. Do you want to play cards? No, okay. They're just talking about the book that he hasn't read. Man, dude, don't pretend like you don't pretend like you like it. I hate it when people just pretend to be interested in something that they clearly are not interested in. Like, if you're not interested in it, then just say it. Be honest. Then we can find something that is interesting. And I won't be wasting my breath talking about it. Thankfully, it hasn't happened often to me. Oh, you know what? I think it might be this guy. The guy that's just chilling out here in the outskirts. So let's make a quick save, since we're already here. Gosh, this song is so calming. Takes me back to the days where I just have my PlayStation 2 hooked up to my CRT television, giant CRT television, in like the empty room of my house, because we had a empty room that nobody like went into, and I would just play any game that my heart desired. Most of it was just Final Fantasy VIII, Final Fantasy IX, and anything that my PlayStation 2 could play. You know, the occasional Sonic game, etc., etc. Ah, here it is. Hey, have you heard? There is a card club here, aka the CC Group. The CC Group? I see. They're a bunch of card maniacs looking for worthy opponents day and night. Consider it an honor to be challenged to a game by one of the CC Group members. And, you're not a CC Group member? Have you heard? There's something like that. I'm not gonna tell you where to find them, though. So, there's this mysterious group of card players all throughout the school. I'll be collecting cards recently. Well, you're not one. Is it not this guy? I guess not. Weird. Alright, we'll check on the second floor. And if we can't find him, I'll probably just open the guide and see exactly where the location is. There are multiple members. And we won't be finding most of them until later on in the game. This side quest can either be completed midway into the game or all the way to the end. I had 4 people pass the citizen. You're quite impressive. I had one of them was a girl. And then Sophie's like, yeah, I'm right here. Although actually we kind of share the same voice. Isn't that weird? That's encouraging. Yes. Oh. Oh. How long have you been listening? I'm pretty much right in between you guys. I've been listening the entire time. That's so even harder. What about you? It's always next time. Tomorrow's another day. Maybe that's not a good attitude. As long as you really buckle down on what exactly you want to do, tomorrow is another day is a pretty good attitude, to be honest. Just depends on how you use the next day. We have the exact same character models as the people inside of the hallway. Have you been to the Cloud District very often? What am I saying? Of course you don't. Nazim's final words. Cloud District. That sounds familiar, but gosh, I can't put my finger on it. What is that referencing, Green? I could just picture Instructor Trep fighting for you. Instructor Trep has defeated 3 enemies, and I had such an innocent image of her. Oh, let me give you your stats. You defeated 1 enemy, but I don't even care about you. We really have just defeated 1 enemy, haven't we? Alright, I'll be right back. I'm being called. Give me a second. Alright, I'm back. A family member just needed me. It's Skyrim. Oh, it's always Skyrim. No matter anything, it's more of a, like, sigh of, oh, I really need to get back to that game. I did a playthrough of it where I was trying to be in the Thieves Guild, but I stopped like 10 hours in because, I don't know, I think I got distracted by something else. Maybe a game that me and a friend was playing at that time. But that would be a fun game to do for the channel. A game that I've barely played and don't really know the intricacies of. I mean, there's also that Oblivion remake, but that seems a little too excessive for my PC. Oh, when are we going to see Robin Williams again? Does he appear when the Guardian gets attacked? He in fact does, and he gets a lot of lines later on in the game. Don't worry, we'll be getting a lot of him. Cards, sure, I'll play. Well, you actually play cards with us, okay. Ooh, our trade rule went back to 1. That's unfortunate. I mean, it is what it is. I could probably change it back if I just head to Balam again, but I'll do that in a bit. While this is playing, I'll probably just open the guide on my phone just to see exactly where we're supposed to be going to find these things. Okay, they can't catch the Iron Giant anymore, which means mine. You really aren't trying, are you? Wow, look at that, I won. I honestly don't know which card is good. I think I'm just gonna go for the Cactar one. Cactar. I lost again. What do you say to us? You better not have caused Instructor Trap any trouble. Did I do that? Maybe a little. Are you really looking out for Instructor Trap? I know you know. So far, you've been knocked out 1 time, and Instructor Trap has been knocked out 0 times. They give us stats in relation to ourselves and quist us. I forgot about that. It's kind of funny. Also, the only reason why we were knocked out was, I think, during the mission with Cypher when I was doing that grinding. Let's see. So we've done all the battles. We've returned to Balam. We went to Dole. Okay, This girl was apparently an opponent of note back when we were starting the card game, but considering we got all these, like, really good cards, we don't even really need to play it against her anymore. They're also talking about the Solid Snake person. Yeah, talking about the Queen of Cards. But where's the CC card members? We also played against Sid, who had pretty useless cards after losing Cypher. Queen of Cards. Yeah, I can't find the CC card group member. I think I'm just gonna have to look up the locations by themselves. CC group quest. Oh, do I really want to use IGN? I'll use Jagged.com. Ooh, Jagged.com, actually. I think I remember using this for other games. Oh, wait, can I only do this later? You have to find and beat these people. Complete the CC group quest will allow you to recover cards after defeating... Okay, I'm jumping the gun a little bit. We actually can't fight the CC group members yet. You mean to tell me that I can't fight the ultimate card opponents and do a shadow game before I even complete my first mission in a military school? It's a jip, I tell you, a jip. That'll be the perfect time for that Snickers commercial to show up on stream. I'm pretty sure that won't get me copyrighted, so we'll do that. What's the worst that could happen? YouTube just copyrights me? And then my channel gets taken down. I'm kidding. Alright, well, in terms of the card game, we pretty much completed, we pretty much fought everyone we could. We got all the cards that we needed to get, all the rare ones. So all that's left to do is to finish off the card game by challenging the Queen of Cards. So let's head all the way back to Balam at 3 times speed. I guess I didn't fight the little rascal, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't really want to fight the little rascal right now. So before we do that quest, let's look around the town a bit, because we have some weapons that we can get. So there is no purchasable equipment in this game. Anything armor related or stats related is used via the junctioning system with magic, but you can purchase new weapons to increase the strength and, for other characters, the hit rate. The thing about Squall is that he always has a max hit rate of 255, meaning that unless he has the blind status, he's never going to miss. That's a very interesting thing when it comes to his weapon. And with Squall's weapon specifically, the higher tier the weapon is, the more limit breaks that he gets, specifically the additional limit breaks after he completes his Renzo Kukens. So we want to actually get some of these really powerful weapons, especially, they're very powerful, especially against living things. So we can get the cutting trigger before we even know about the cutting trigger, because we know about the shear trigger through the magazine, but the cutting trigger is, I think, in a later magazine. You can actually get weapons that you haven't read about, as long as you have the specific components for them. So we'll get Maverick for Zell. I think we can get the Slaying Tail for Quistis whenever she comes back into the party. And we don't know anything else in relation to Selfie, so we're good there. Yeah, I got a bunch of items thanks to the card game, so, you know, I was able to get all these weapons with barely any problem whatsoever. And with that, let's head to the inn activate the save point. We don't even need to purchase a room. We can just go up here automatically. There's also like a timber magazine here, if I remember correctly. Oh wait, does it only show up if we purchase the room? Welcome to the lovely Bellum Garden Hotel. Actually, this isn't the garden, otherwise it would be a military school. This is just a hotel. Rooms are 100 gil. Wow, admission fee to the school is only 100 gil. That's really good. Sophie, what the fuck were you doing there? Why was she kicking her feet up like that? I think we already got the magazine that was in this room, so that's good. Alright, we'll access the save point. But the important thing that I want to do right now is we've collected all these spanking new cards, and we have all these refinement abilities that we can use at this point. So, without further ado, let's show off the whole card refinement system. We have all of these cards, and they can turn into random things, except for these things. Yeah, some cards will require extra cards in order to refine into that item. So like, we need 10 Ruby Dragons to make the Inferno Fang, for instance, or 10 Eleanor, the fuck you say that, to make 1 Energy Crystal. But for the most part, we're just gonna make pretty much everything. So, we'll leave 1 card for each. Fungar makes M-stone pieces. M-stone pieces are pretty good because those always refine into just basic magic. Ooh, rune armlets. That's usually a an item in other games, or what is it? An armor piece. Gala. Guess what their sexuality is? It's Gasper the Friendly Ghost. We can only make 1 water crystal, which is fine by me. Zombie powder. Gosh, we have so many spider webs. It's the Grand Mantis. Hey, at least it's not slicers. Coral fragment, venom fang, sheer feather, sawblade. We just get a fucking imagine like the logistics of the whole card mod system. You're making like what's essentially a giant saw blade, feathers, or dragon fins out of paper cards. Like how does any of this work? You got a lot of magic stones too. Those can also be pretty good. Betrayal sword. Some of these do sound like actual items that you could equip, but trust me, you can't equip anything in this game. Ochu can turn into Ochu tentacles, which I think is a component you need for an ultimate weapon by the end of the game. That's kind of surprising, really. Make some cactus thorns, Tonberry. Make that Totapod. 3 will refine into 1 red fang for the Hexadragon. So we'll be leaving 2 of those. Okay. I can only make 1. Alright. I'll still make these, no matter what. Ooh, we can make the blue dragon Fury Fragment, because that'll use up all of our cards. I could always just go back and get more blue dragons, but I'll do that off screen. At some point, I'm probably just gonna like rush all around the world, like mid-game, and just collect like 99 cards of pretty much everything. Probably not. I'll only collect what I need to collect. Damn! 10 behemoth cards to refine into 1 barrier? I don't know what a barrier does, but that's all my behemoth cards. Should have played at least 1 more time. Gimme 47. Gimme 47. Malboro tentacles. Oh, the Malboro tentacles are also going to be used for an ultimate weapon. In reality, I guess. I don't know if this is true or not, but with the right components, you could potentially just make the ultimate weapon this early on. I know Squall's ultimate weapon you can make before the end of Disc 1, but I'm not sure about the others. So with that, we have created so many items. Let's just quickly sort. I bought a couple of healing items here and there from the shop. We have like 98 fast ammo, 52 M stones, 6 Ochu tentacles, lots and lots and lots of shit. What does a rune armlet do? Spirit plus 20 ability. Vitality plus 20. GF plus 20. Wow, okay, so these just give us special abilities for our GFs, our girlfriends. As for these items, like Spiderweb, Quistis is a blue mage. Specifically, her limit breaks revolve around her using blue magic. So, in order to teach her more limit breaks, you would need to use items from monsters. So, Spiderweb, which we got from the Caterpillar and a bunch of Caterpillar cards. We can teach her Ultra Waves, which is something that it uses against us. I hate Ultra Wave. I grinded a bit of AP off screen, and my gosh, it constantly used Ultra Wave on me, inflicting Berserk, and every time it does that, I have to restart the battle because, like, oh no, my characters are Berserked, it kills the enemy, oh no. We can teach her Electrocute, level, something death. We don't know what that is, but it's something. Degenerator. I'd let her degenerate me, sorry. Degenerator, I believe, is a really good limit break for Quistis. I think it's either an instant kill or something else. Mysterious Fluid, we're going to be using most of these items, but I think it's worth it. Bad Breath! Oh boy, our teacher has bad breath. As for these items, they talked about specific elements. I think if you feed these to your character, it increases their affinity with the GF, thereby also increasing the levels or experience gain that they get for their GFs. I don't really see a need for this at this point. We'll probably do stuff like this later, but for now, the other stuff was, you know, teaching Quistis the blue magic was fine. And plus, most of these items can refine into some pretty neat magic. Speaking of which, let's do that right now. Let's see what type of magic we can make. So we have lightning and wind magic. We already have thunders and thunderas. We can make some nifty thundagas. And there goes my dog. He doesn't like thundaga, apparently. Isn't he just a dear? Alright, so we can make some Thundagas. I believe any of the Aga spells we can use those wizard stones for, so I want to try to be safe with it. Ooh, we can make Thundagas with a Dynamo stone. Dynamo, I'll have to remember that. Sheer Feather makes 20 arrows, not bad. Anything else? Okay, so really, the Dynamo stone and the Sheer Feathers are important. For ice magic, you know, obvious for these things. Arctic Wind and North Wind make Blizzara and Blizzaga. Blizzaga could be good. Just, like, level 3 spells this early on. This is crazy. This is how easy you can break Final Fantasy VIII, to be honest. Red Fang makes 5 Faraga, or 25 Faragas. Okay, so if any of those items are not used in other things, then we'll probably use them for the Aga spells. We don't need any of the cure magic because we've already made enough. One holy water refines into 2 zombie. That's not bad. We could potentially buy a bunch of holy water and just use those. Regens, not bad. Death, I remember seeing that before. More zombie, actually, with the zombie powder. And then there's the chef. The chef's knife just makes death. Honestly, considering how easy it is to get chef's knives from the Tomberry cards, I think just investing in this would be good. Now for time magic. Slow, haste, and stop. I think we might just use the stones for these. Spiderweb can make 20 slow. Actually, no Spiderweb. I mean, we're not using Spiderwebs for anything else anymore. There's some demis. Damn, black holes make demis. Okay, I don't know what gave me black holes. I wasn't paying attention, but that's pretty good. Dino Bones make Quake, Double, Demi. This is fucking insane. Status effect magic. bio, break, blind, silence. We actually do need to make a lot of breaks. Whenever we are fighting human enemies, because we can't card human enemies in the game, the only way to ensure we don't get experience for our characters is through breaking them or using the break spell to petrify them. So we're gonna have to petrify everything. We're gonna petrify everything. Now I'm actually glad that I'm naming some of my GFs after Pop and their group. Anyways, Berserk, Silence, Berserk, Bio, Blind. Yeah, some of these are really good, and we have so many of these items that we could just make them. Cockatrice Finions. What a weird name for an item. But this gives us 20 breaks. We could potentially just get max break for somebody right now. Pain is an interesting spell. I think it inflicts a bit of everything to the enemy. And Meltdown. Meltdown is a really, really good spell to have. Just like a really good magic in general. Not only for junctioning, but for using. Basically, using it on an enemy or anybody gives them a debuff, a permanent debuff, where their defense is just automatically at 0, increasing your overall damage to them. Silences, bios. Yeah, there's a lot of things that we can make here. And then we have Status Medicine. Eye drops from the O2 tendon. Why would you make that? Softs, Holy Waters, Betrayal Stone makes 1 remedy. Wow. Okay, that's... Some of these are not really all that worth it. 1 remedy, 10 antidotes. Like some of the... I can buy most of these from the shop, and there really isn't any issue with kill. And then here's the ammo. Considering we don't have the character who uses ammo yet, we'll just wait until later on. We also have tools. We can refine items into tools. These ones allow us to make more things, really. As you could probably tell, the Protect Stones and the Shell Stones obviously make Protected Shell. 2 Aura Stones, Curse Spike, 100 will refine into 1 dark matter. I think I remember that being very important at the end game. I'll have to remember that. But I don't think Fury Fragments or the Rune Armlet and Turtle Shell are really doing anything, so let's refine it into these things. Just because. Meteor Stones, probably save that for later. Aura Stone. What do the Steel Pipes refine into again? Doesn't refine into that. Berserks. Is there any other way to make Berserk? There is. Any other way to make Berserk? Doesn't look like it. I don't know, I really want to make those Aura Stones, but I think Berserk is important. So let's start now. So let's make 20 Berserks for Squall. No, let's make 100 Berserks for Squall. Sets it to 4. Let's use these items that we just purchase automatically. We can always get more later on. So, anybody have bio here? No? Sounds like the perfect job for Selfie then. Because she's toxic. Our friendship is toxic, Selfie. You have to stop. Let's go with Selfie. We do have blind. 100 blind on 2 of our characters. So we'll just need to give that to Zell. And everybody has silence, so that's fine. Alright, let's go to Time Magic now. Oh wait, Protect and Shell. Life and Recovery Magic. What makes those status magic? Oh wait, I don't think we can make Protect and Shell yet. I think that comes with a different refinement ability from a different GF. Okay, then I guess we're gonna have to wait. I'm still okay with making those items though. So for now, let's check recovery magic. Zombie. Make zombie. 20 zombie for Squall. Healing mail. we don't need that anymore. Zombie powder. There we go. Let's give the rest to Zell. 10 deaths. Where was the one with death? Okay, here it is. We're gonna make tons of death for everybody. Now that's what I call game breaking. And there we go, 100 deaths. Oh, that is crazy. Regen could be nice. Let's give that to Selfie. And we'll only be able to make 40 more, so we'll give those to Squall. I don't remember if Sawblade converted into anything else. Maybe a tool. Well, in terms of life and recovery magic, that's pretty much it. So let's quickly sort. Do some more refining. Time magic. I think we should make the spiderwebs. Spiderwebs don't really seem to refine into anything else. And we have way more than enough spiderwebs. Damn, okay, that's it for slow. Black hole, I believe, doesn't refine into anything, so we'll use this to make the demis. And we already had a surplus amount of demis anyways. Still need a little bit more, but the steel orb can do that. There we go. Oh, Quake. Do we go further? Because at this point, it's starting to feel a little too much. Let's see our overall stats when we try to junction stuff now. So in attack, oh look at that, 67 with those max demis. Does he have anything to the left here? Okay, so Zell will start doing fire damage, and he will be resisted to ice damage by 80% each. Not bad. For Squall, dang, fire damage, and he inflicts sleep with his attack while being fully resistant to blind. Wow, 100 sleep. Actually, you know what? I can't. I was gonna say, what if I were to equip the death spell onto his status attack? And the thing is, that will give Squall automatic 100% death infliction with his physical attack. But I'm not going to kill anything in this game. At least until I get to the point where I need to do my experience grinding. And that won't be until Disc 3. So I think sleep is probably for the best. And for Selfie, she's not going to get any increase in her physical attack, which is fine by me. Regen did increase her HP though. Shell, what does that do? Oh, wow. How much does she have in shell? She has 100 shells. When did that happen? I don't remember. But that gives a 20% increase in resistance to every single element. Nice, okay. So it's almost like having a instant shell on her at all times. And then couple that with a shell that you can inflict on her in the middle of a battle, and she'll have even higher resistances. So I think that works pretty fine. Especially with Kiraga and her vitality making it 70. Just like the juxtaposition with the stats that aren't junctioned and the stats that are junctioned is so massive. And while we're here, we might as well go a little bit further. We did have some of these items right here that can refine into the Aga spells, so why not? Since they don't seem to refine into anything else. Let's put that on Selfie. She gets 100 Thundagas. Give that to Squall. Arrows we do not have, so let's give that to Zell and give that to Squall. Ice magic. Blizzagas. Is this ice and water magic? It is ice and water, but for some reason we haven't been able to make any water-related stuff. Yeah, I guess we don't have any items that can make water. I'm pretty sure it's just water, not Watera or Waterga. That's different games. But in any case, we can't even make max Blizzagas with the Northwind, but we'll at least give them to Squall. 80 Blizzagas, not bad. We'll wait until we can get them later. And then we'll make the 60 Fyragas for Selfie. And granted, we could just use the Wizard Stones to max out the rest of the Aga spells, but at this point, I kind of want to just invest in Time Mage, or just the Time Magic. So, we could make Stops, we can make Haste, and we can make Slows. We've already made all the Slows. Let's go, we got the Slows. Let's go with Haste. There we go. And that's pretty much all we could do. Let's give max stops to Squall and 25 stops to Zell. And I believe that should be it. Do we have anything in the way of status magic? I don't think we've made the breaks yet, did we? I think we made a couple of them. Yeah, we gave them to Selfie. I think I'm gonna make the rest with the Cockatrice Finions. So we'll give that to Selfie. We'll make more for Squall. Blind, Zell doesn't have. Probably shouldn't use the Ochu Tentacles, but it is what it is. I can get them back later on. And then we'll make Berserks. Bazooka! There we go. I'm pretty much just using all the items that I collected. Confused. I kind of want to save the Betrayal Sword for later. I don't know. It feels to me like that could be important. I will, however, use the Mysterious Fluted. Fluted. The Mysterious Fluted. Oh no, it fluted. Venom Fang. We can make 200 bios. Let's put that on Squall and Zell. And that's pretty much it. In terms of all the stuff we could do, that's the best possible combinations that we have at the moment. So now Zell will be able to inflict bio damage as well as poison with his physical attack. For Squall, he's changed it to bio now. Actually, no. Bio on the elemental attack junction just means he'll be doing poison damage or bio damage. If I wanted to inflict poison, I want to equip it to his status attack. So instead, he's going to be doing. He's going to be inflicting sleep, which is an interesting combination, actually. For Selfie, same as usual, honestly. She doesn't really need to change anything. Now let's sort our magic and see just how much chaos we've wrought. So as we look here, Zell actually doesn't seem to have any of the Aga spells now that I look at it. But he has Death, he has Silence, he has Blind, Kiraga, Haste, Slow. He has a lot of stuff now. Squall, meanwhile, does have some of the Aga spells. Demi, Bio, Arrow. Lots of really good spells. Selfie, meanwhile, seems to have most of the big stuff. We don't really have much in the way of Fyraga because we couldn't really make most of them. But, Thundaga, Bio, well, not even Bio, actually, Demi, Kiraga, Regen, Break. She has 100 breaks, so in reality, I want her to have the magic ability. Right here, okay. She's always going to be equipped with the magic ability. For Squall, I think I want to keep magic on him. Yeah. Just in case I might need it. As for Zell, as much as I like the concept of Mad Rush, I think we need somebody with some sort of item. And I do also really want to use my GFs during boss fights, and he is equipped with Ifrit, or Davine, who is one of my favorite GFs in the game, and Hydra too. We also got to show off Hydra. So with that, I think he's fine. Now, in terms of passive abilities, I managed to get Move Fine, which reveals hidden save points and draw points. I feel like we might need that for the future. You never know. I should also give him plus 20% of Vitality, because you never know. He has really low HP, unfortunately. And Selphie, unfortunately, doesn't get any with her specific junction of Firestar. It is what it is. She's more magic-based at the moment, so... And she has way more HP than we really need to worry about, so we're good. And with that, let's do a save. And we gotta do something very specific here. We are practically done with everything in relation to Balam, but one thing, and that is the Card Queen, the Queen of Cards. There is a side quest pertaining to the Queen of Cards where we need to lose a specific card to her. And if we lose the specific card, she will then move, well, anytime you lose to the Queen of Cards, she will automatically move to a different location. And part of this quest is specifically you lose specific cards, and by losing them, she will then ask another NPC in the world to create a new card, a rare card that you can't get anywhere else. So in order to get this rare card that we need for our collection, we're gonna have to lose the Minimog card. It's unfortunate, and it is what it is, but we're gonna lose the Minimog card. Now, I'm trying to do a sort of RNG method where I'm changing the RNG using the draw system. That should do it. So if we challenge the Queen of Cards now, she's playing the direct rule. But what we're going to do is we're going to play the Minimog card, and then we're going to play a bunch of basic nothing cards that we'll most likely lose. So stuff like this. Now, unfortunately, she also has a bunch of nothing cards, so really the hardest part is just losing this. We're going to set our Minimog card in the center, so it won't catch anything, and she'll catch it. Okay, good. Now we just need to purposefully lose. Purposefully lose. We're gonna lose right now. Take all my cards. Wait, I didn't mean to do that! Doesn't matter. They can take it. They can take the card. No, wait, if I put that right there, it's gonna take that card. Okay, if I put it right here, it's fine. And verdict is she's gonna take the Minimog card. What? Why do I get that card? Okay, so the different trade rule. I don't understand it. I really don't understand it. But that's fine. So we lost the Minimog card to her, and now when we talk to her, she's going to say she's gonna move somewhere. Now, she can move to either two different locations, either Galbadia or Dolet. We want her to move to Dolet. There we go. I'm going to head towards Dolet. So with that, we've completed the first part of the Queen of Cards side quest. She has the Minimog card, and with the Minimog card, she's going to use it to refine it into a new card that we'll get in Dolet. And we'll eventually be able to get the Minimog card back via a different NPC, so we won't have to worry about that. It won't be gone forever, thankfully. There's going to be a couple of points in this game where we will just have to give up our cards for the sake of creating new ones. But with that, let's go do a quick save since we've fulfilled our objective. And now, we can finally progress with the plot! Imagine, like 2 whole streams worth of content, and now we're progressing with the plot that we should have been progressing by the end of the first part. There is one thing I want to experiment with, though. If we go back to the port where we took the ship to get to Dole during our mission, there is a hidden draw point over here. Does it show up with this ability? It does! Okay. I remember being able to interact with this thing even when I wasn't able to see it, but I'm glad that it is there. It is a cure drop point, though, so it's kind of useless. Kind of wish it was something cooler. I don't know, like, maybe make it Kuraga, you know, this early on. What's my next class? You'll never know. I believe there's also a guy over here. There's a guy that randomly shows up in this area. It's either over here or it might be that student right there. But if you challenge them to a game of cards, they will reset your overall rule set. So if you somehow mess up the rules throughout the game to the point where you can't really play the card game anymore, you could just challenge that guy and it will automatically reset everything. Oh yeah, and the Queen of Cards is gone. She went to Dole. Okay. Before we head off though, let's do a quick purchasing of random shit that I used while trying to make stuff. So let's get 1,000 antidotes. Or 1,000 antidotes. I mean, spend 1,000 gil to get 10 antidotes. Basically getting 10 of everything. Ooh, remedies are expensive. I might get remedies later on in the game. I mean, they are pretty important to have. As for ammo, not really. I'm mostly just stalling at this point, but let's move on. Finally, the train to Timber is here. Please purchase a train. Man, imagine if I got rid of all of my gil by purchasing stuff at the shop and I wasn't able to purchase the actual train ticket. Oh, that would have been ridiculous.
Please go inside right away. The train to Timber will be leaving shortly.
All right, let's go ride the Locomon. Want to take a train? The train will depart soon. Please hold us again alone. Want to play cards with me? It will depart momentarily. Want to play cards with me? Does the train want to play cards with me? Imagine fighting the train in a card battle. Imagine fighting a card battle on a train. Imagine fighting a card battle while you're on one train and your opponent is on the other train. Now that's what I call trainception. This train is awesome. Train, and more trains. A transcontinental railroad, baby. You sound very excitable for this, Zell. Now I understand why my friend Nexus really likes Zell. They both like trains. It even runs through an underwater tunnel to get to Timber. Well, it was pretty cool, huh? Whatever. Sure is. He's being so sarcastic. Guess you're not interested. No, that's Cloud's thing, Zell. Not interested. By the way, Squall, you have to use the ticket to get inside. You have to use the golden ticket to get into the chocolate factory. And we all know Selfie really wants to get into the chocolate factory. Okay, we can go inside now. Confirming. Access granted. So which one of us will turn into a giant blueberry? Tee, thanks. Let's go check it out, Squall. I think I'm the one that's gonna get sucked into a giant tube. In a chocolate river. Fancy that. I want the world. It's just Cypher singing that song. I want the world. I want the whole world. No, actually, it's a rendition of it, but instead he's singing about being a seed. I want to be seed. I want to be seed. I want to be the ultimate mercenary. Yo, check it out. This is the Seed's private cabins. We have our own private cabin? Nice. Whoa, yeah, awesome. His voice very much fits Cell, apparently. Anyways, while he has fun in there, wanna play cards with me?
I love trains.
I like dreams.
Train, train, take us away. Take us away, far away. To the future we will go. To a land I don't know.
And then Locomon just pilots right next to us, and Selfie, using the goggles that she hides in her mini dress trouser skirt thing, puts them on and enters the digital world. And that is the prologue to Digimon's story Time Strangers. Thank you, everybody. We've solved the mystery. She's gonna be the new Junobon. Actually, she'd be more of a Mervamon. Ooh, Selfie in a Mervamon outfit, which is literally just like a bunch of straps. Ooh. Anyways, I'm gonna stop thinking about that.
Such a nice breeze. Oh, I'll meet you inside.
Will be struck down to fit in someone's pocket. Well, if their name is Arsenal, then that's a guarantee. It's gotta be Cell. It's 100% Cell. I'm glad you're so excited. We. It's so bouncy.
They even have magazines here.
Including the naughty ones. Squall, I know we've established that you're a closeted pervert who's really into MILFs, but come on. I mean,
Squall, I know you're a closeted pervert that's really into MILFs, including my mom, but come on. We all know why you played card games with her 20 plus times. We know. It wasn't because of my card. It wasn't just because of that.
Okay, Zhao. Pet Pals, Volume 1. That'll be important for later. Doggies.
This is pretty damn amazing. It pays to be a member of Seed. Squall, you know anything about timber?
I mean, we could be mean, but we could also ask questions. I mean, let's ask. Let's be nice. Let's interject.
Thought so. Well, let me fill you in. Timber used to be a country surrounded by deep forests.
It's force. Oh my gosh.
But 18 years ago, Galbadia invaded. Timber fell quite easily to Galbadia, so now Timber is under Galbadian occupation. It's said there's a whole bunch of resistant factions, big and small,
Which kind of explains why we're on this job to begin with. And? Fucking head tilt that Zell did.
Nope, that's it. That's the gist of it.
Dot. Thank you, Mr. Know-It-All Zell.
Hey, no problem.
At least he's playing into it. He's not being completely introverted and self-absorbed. He at least has a sense of humor. And then they make out. Selfie, you ruined their makeout session. How dare you?
Guys, I'm not feeling well. I know it felt like I was outside in that hallway for like a minute or something, but actually, because I went to the digital world, I had a whole adventure, a whole 30-hour adventure where I went with my Digimon and met a bunch of people and had a crossover adventure with like a bunch of other kids, and I met Digimon and I had a wonderful relationship and a whole life. It's like that one Adventure Time episode where Finn gets married to a pillow. I got married to Pillowmon.
You do not want to get married to Pillowmon, Selfie. Wait, she got married to Pillowmon? that fucking look. You should get some rest if you're tired.
I'm really sleepy.
You okay?
Hey, what the?
Oh, they're all getting sleepy.
Something's wrong with me too. I feel sleepy.
What's going on?
What's going on? Respond!
What is this?
It sounds like Ramza and Delita blowing on a grass leaf.
Do you remember when your father told us how to blow a whistle into a grass? And suddenly, Laguna, are you sure this is the right way? What? Huh? Suddenly, we're three completely different people. But it's not like we've changed scenes or anything, or changed perspective. We're still Squall. We're Squall, Selfie, and Zell. But now we're three different people. Laguna, who's the one leading us, Kiros, the one with the amazing dreads, and the big guy, Ward, I believe. Oh my gosh, and the iconic battle theme of Laguna. Fucking sounds like a dance party. I would fight this thing, but do we have... Okay, so as you can probably tell, we also have all of our oh, we need to run. Okay, never mind. I was about to say he confused us. We're gonna try to card this thing if we can. But we have all of our junctions. Ward seems to have the same card ability and the same junctions as Selfie. Laguna has everything Squall related, and Kiros has everything Zell related. I actually thought it was going to be the opposite for Kiros and Ward, but it is what it is. Also, something to make note is that they are also wearing the Galbadian army uniforms that we found in Dolette. Where am I? Dream? Oh boy! Not a... Oh wait. I gotta figure out voices for these guys. Oh boy, not again. Because Ward's the big guy. The big guy who runs really silly like. Man with the machine gun? Man with the machine gun. One of the most iconic themes from Final Fantasy VIII. One of the best. Not my favorite, but man, it's a highlight. Doesn't play all that often, but when it plays, it's really, really good. Which is kind of why I don't really want to run away from some of these battles. I want to actually fight them. Well, fight them without gaining experience, that is. There's also the fact that Kiros just does not have any magic, so he can't use any of the Demi spells. We're going to start using Demi, since this is a spell that can lower the target's HP. Without actually killing them, it's fractional damage. Oh, that's about as much as Ward can do with the basic attack. Never mind. It is kind of unfortunate, though, that we're not seeing their weapons in action, because Laguna, consequently named for his theme song, is carrying a machine gun. He is the man with the machine gun. Kiros is using, what are those types of, sword hand weapons that he is wielding? I don't remember the name of it. Cabals? I think it might be Cabals. But they're very unique. I've never really seen Cabals in action outside of outside of Final Fantasy VIII, really. And Ward, for some reason, has a giant anchor. I think he's supposed to be this game's version of the Dragoon because, spoiler alert for inevitable boss fights, but all three of these guys do also have their own limit breaks. Yeah, let's screw this. It's gonna take forever to just card all of them. And the thing about Ward's limit break is that he throws his harpoon all the way into the air, jumps like a Dragoon, and comes down hard like he's doing like a basic Dragoon jump. It's kind of weird. Those inner dialogue, in parentheses, in the dark texts, are supposed to be Squall, Zell, and Selfie reacting to all this.
Hey, aren't we here to fight a war? You know, against the almighty Timber Army.
The Timber Army. We actually, So, we learned about the fact that Galbadia and Timber were at war with each other a long time ago, and that is how Timber lost his independence to Galbadia. But here, we're seeing that these three are currently in a war that is in relation to both of those cities. And it's not like these guys are rebels or anything. Or they're subjugating rebels. Yeah, why are we wasting our time messing with these animals? Even though we've mostly just been running away from pretty much all of them, and we only carded one. Well, you see, it's just that, don't tell me we're lost again. Anyway, we're going home. Delling City, here we come.
Wait, Laguna!
Ooh, drop point. I think this might be a hidden drop point, and our first instance of water. Let's give that to Laguna. Because, actually, that kind of makes sense. Laguna's the one that gets water. It's in his name, after all. The classic PlayStation 1 graphics of we can't animate our characters going into the vehicle, so we're just gonna have them subtly meld into the back and then disappear. This song.
Hey, you can't park in the middle of the street.
Chill, man, it's cool. Whoa, just take it easy, man. Laguna's very much the cool and calm type. Alright then, how about drinks? Whatever, like you drink. We already know you're not in it for the drinks, just admit it already. You're not in it for the drinks, you're in it for the atmosphere.
Yeah, just drink some juice like a weenie. And then gawk at the piano lady.
Don't call her the piano lady. That's it, forget it, I'm not going. We know you will. One thing I really... and he really did just create an entire traffic jam. Way to go, Laguna. Sir. 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 One thing I will say is that I always treasure the gameplay sequences where you get to play as Laguna, Kyros, and Ward. There aren't many of them throughout the game, but when you do, you really do feel this sort of camaraderie between these three. Like, these guys are like the tightest of bros, the bestest of friends. They can tease each other, they can mock each other, but at the end of the day, they really do seem like they got each other's backs. But they also have fun with it too. So we can head over here. And there's an entire sewer system, but it amounts to nothing. We'll eventually go to that sewer system later on in the game, but this is just a preview of a potential city that we will be exploring in the distant future. Or maybe not so distant future, really. For now, we have to make our way to, wherever Laguna wants to go. But yeah, playing as like Laguna, Kyros, and Ward kind of just reminds me of me and my buddies, you know, the teasing nature of it all. I kind of feel like Laguna is just, he's like a combination of the chillness that I have with my buddies and also how easy Scar is to tease. He's a combination of us both. He's an amalgamation, a melding, an assimilation, if you will. And they even have their own character art created by Tetsuya Nomura. Gosh, they all look so fucking beautiful. And yeah, if you were to look, we have the exact same GFs, the exact same junctions. We can check their status if I believe. Yeah, Ward has a harpoon, and his limit break is massive anchor. Laguna's is a machine gun with Desperado. One of the coolest sounding limit breaks in my opinion. And Kyros has a Cabal. Okay, it's not a Cabal, it's a Cabal. What the heck is a Cabal? You know, ignoring the Mortal Kombat character. And Blood Pain is his limit break. They're all pretty cool, and maybe I'll be able to show them off eventually.
Without a reservation, you will need to pay in advance.
No.
We can't use this money. This money is from the future. I don't know why I'm using this voice. I already gave Laguna my normal voice.
Should I just go with that voice? I mean, it does kind of fit Laguna a little bit more.
Nah.
I've already invested.
Welcome. Your usual table is ready.
I'll walk around a bit first. Alright, I'm there. Huh, excuse me? What?
What?
What's wrong?
I don't know. Laguna reacted to the dialogue that Squall seemed to have had. Oh, we should probably... what is this?
Huh?
What's wrong? I'm not quite sure.
Wait a second, is your head buzzing?
What? You too?
Yeah, ever since we were in Timber.
Me too.
Hey, we're just tired, that's all. We'll be fine after a drink or 2 or 3.
Huh, I didn't know that dialogue actually existed. I want to talk to these guys to, get their dialogue.
Listen up, soldiers. I'm Julia's private bodyguard. Better not make a pass at her.
I, as of today, am assigned to the Engineer Corps. Nice to meet you all. What a joyous day for me. Please, everyone, don't try to stop me. I would like to propose a toast to myself. Yeah, that's good for you, buddy.
Your usual table's ready.
Let's try again. See what they say. Just shut up, please. Ooh.
Why would you say that to her?
Okay, I had no idea Laguna would just yell like that.
Your usual table's ready.
Uh-huh. Oh, we could just make her yell. We could just yell at her face. Wanna play cards with me? No, okay, we caught her in a loop. Just poor waitress. Alright, let's take a load off.
Thanks. Sorry for yelling at you.
Is this a dream?
Laguna's pretty cute.
I'm just gonna imagine Selphia saying that and not someone like Zell. Although, that would be an interesting headcanon.
Laguna's pretty cute. What's going on? What's happening to me? My body. I can't move.
Eddies, man. Gosh, I remember when I was like a teenager, I always wanted Laguna's hairstyle. My hair could never grow to that type of style, though. My bangs always part like to the sides, so I was always just like, I guess I'll never look like a Laguna.
We're going all out tonight, right, boys? May I take your order? And I may or may not spit in it just because you yelled at me like 5 separate times. The usual.
Me too.
Keep 'em coming.
Ah, and this might be Julia.
So, Laguna, Julia should be making her appearance soon. And by soon, I mean literally right now. You going for it tonight?
Yeah, go for it. And there's Julia playing on the piano. Whatever, man. Can't you see she's working? Don't go back on your word. Come on, go wave to her. Give me a break.
So you say, but we know you'll do it. Chicken. What are you, a chicken wuss?
Gosh, I think we found the progenitor of Cypher. Are these guys saying the same thing anymore? Okay. I'll play cards with me.
Soldiers, don't bother me in my time of bliss.
To be able to listen to Julia play on a day like this. Oh baby, this is turning out to be a lovely night. Can I yell at you again? Can I yell at you? Dude, she's playing piano. Like, I think you were right in saying that you don't want to bother her. Probably just wait after the performance.
To be this close to Julia.
Is this guy serious?
Uh-oh. My leg's cramping up.
Oh no, my leg's cramping up due to the fact that she's still playing on the piano, but there's no sound coming through it. Classic Final Fantasy remaster messing up the music. Sad. So I think this is very much a Japanese joke where he gets a leg cramp because of how beautiful Julia is. It's either a Japanese joke or it's supposed to be a censorship on the fact that he got a boner. Either way, still embarrassing. Sucks to be Laguna.
No way, can't bother Julia now.
Hey Julia, check out my moves. Yeah, we definitely can't bother her now. Play Freebird. These guys get to say anything about me? To be able to listen to Julia and ignore what you did, amazing.
Good work, Laguna. Mission successful.
Here, have a seat.
Fuck you guys.
I didn't think you'd actually do it. Our popularity ranking's gone up a point.
Woo.
Yeah, but you cut a pretty pitiful figure up there. I'd say you're about a -3 on the manliness scale.
Sound like little kids here instead of actual grown adults, which is, you know, I enjoy that.
Say what you want. Julia sure is pretty.
Man, she pretty.
Oh, they're doing like anime grunts, like
or stuff like that.
Laguna, we're taking off now.
What?
Hey, what's the rush?
It's on us tonight. Relax and stay a while, Laguna. Relax next to this really weird-looking lamp. And very bright for some reason. Why don't they have a cover on that thing? You know, it's really, really distracting when you're trying to eat at this type of place.
May I?
Ooh, she was really into that leg cramping / boner. Dude still got it. But not in the way he wants it.
Did I interrupt anything?
She has a very pretty dress too. I like the laces on the back of her shoulders.
Not at all.
Please, sit down.
Oh man, it's really her. What do I do? Kiros Ward, help! What do I say? But man, she pretty.
What's this guy thinking? Apparently she's enjoying it. Ooh, the slit dress too. Nice. Nice choice, Julia.
You okay now?
Kind of.
How's your leg? Or boner, either way. How's your third leg?
Leg?
Oh, this! Yeah, it's fine.
See, that line makes me believe that they're talking about the other thing.
It happens all the time when I get nervous. Were you nervous? Oh, yeah. I'm still kinda.
He's so like genuine.
You can relax. You don't have to get nervous around me. Oh, sorry. Say, would you like to talk somewhere private? I have a room here.
In your room? Do. Dude just screaming it out in the middle of the pub. And one of my favorite, one of my favorite visual gags is immediately after this.
Well, it's pretty hard to talk freely here. Everyone's listening in.
As soon as it cuts to the rest of the bar, everyone is just forming a circle around them. It's kind of, I can imagine like Kiros and Ward doing that, but like the other soldiers and even the barista. I don't know. It always cracks me up, and it's always something that's just so like, they don't really make it apparent.
If you'd like to, please come by. I've been waiting to talk to you. I'll be waiting for you. You don't want to?
No way. Of course I do.
Then I'll go ahead and wait for you. Ask for my room at the front desk, okay?
Ow, chicka, wow. Oh, wait. Wow, they teleported.
Am I dreaming?
This is a dream. This is a dream.
No, this can't be a dream.
This is too weird to be a dream.
Julia wants to talk to me?
He talks to himself too much. Oh, like you're one to talk, Squall.
And just the two of us.
Just the two of us. We can make it if we try. Just the two of us. And Selfie in the background is like,
Just the two of us.
because she's really getting into it. Get it together, Laguna. Whatever.
I always screw up by talking about myself too much. It's always been like that. But not today. I'm all ears for Julia. Time to use my manly charm and help Julia with her problem.
In all the right ways.
Pretty bold of you to just... pretty bold for just a grunt. Julia this, Julia that. Yeah, I'll fix you. Send you off to a war a million miles away.
Yeah, I remember that line. That's gonna be unfortunately important later. Today is my special day, but Julia chose you! Why? Why must it always be like this? And why must it be on this day of all days?
I don't know, because we don't even know who the fuck you are. Who are you, dude?
Can you really carry on a conversation with Julia? Make sure the conversation's sophisticated.
No worries, man. That's like my specialty.
One wouldn't say you converse, though. All you do is yap 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 and never listen.
Yip, 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 yip.
Can I yell at you again? This poor woman. She's had enough for tonight. But I know which woman hasn't had enough for tonight. Welcome, checking in. Which is Julia's room?
Which?
Oh, he's saying it.
Which?
Is he really going? Mr. Laguna Lore, or Lore? I used to pronounce it as Lore until I played LA Noire and learned about the pronunciation of Noir. So I actually think it's supposed to be Laguna Loire, which actually sounds kind of cute. I've been expecting you. Let me show you to Miss Julia's room. We going into her room. Very nice.
Ooh, 2 beds. Thanks for coming. In more ways than one. Also, apparently now I'm no He-Man.
Thanks for coming.
No, not at all. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh my gosh, if she's no He-Man, then I know the perfect person to give the Nobunaga voice to. Trust me, it will make sense later.
Have a seat.
Right on the bed. Oh, maybe that's a little too awkward. Let's sit over here. It's literally his thought process. She even laughed at it, like. That's the thing about Laguna. He's very he's simultaneously unaware and the most like genuine and wholesome person. Even though, you know, he kind of wants it.
Going so soon? We haven't even talked.
No, that's not it.
It's just that I'm a big fan of yours, so I'm really kind of nervous, you know?
So that's why you come to hear me play so often.
Oh, she noticed. Senpai noticed us. You saw me?
Beep, 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 beep. Running as if he's like, oh no, I had to escape. Where's the ventilation system? Where is the vent? I need to vent.
You were always smiling while listening, right?
Oh, she even has like those multiple bracelets on. You have beautiful eyes, though they look a bit scared now. Don't worry, I'm not going to pluck him and eat him. I just want to talk, gazing into those eyes. Look into my eyes. You're going to like me. You're going to like me. She does the Renoa thing. Would you like a drink? Wine, perhaps? I must be dreaming. And like 50 glasses later. Yeah, I don't like fighting too much, but you get to travel and stuff, you know? Seeing new places and stuff. And it's fun, because Kiros and Ward are always with me. Hey, we should all go out drinking sometime, what do you say? And what was I talking about? Oh yeah, so I want to quit the army and become a journalist. So I can tell people about all the things I've seen on my travels. He's already loosened up. So like, the other day, one of my articles made the readers column. Pretty cool, huh? Yeah, that was pretty cool. Didn't even get a word in. I'm happy for you. And the cute thing is that she really is into the conversation. Like, she's into it. I don't really get the impression that, like, she's not interested or, like, she regrets, like, inviting him here. Like, no, I always got the impression that Julia was like, he's really sweet. He's really nice. I love listening to him talk about whatever makes him happy because seeing him happy makes me happy. You know, she kind of gives me that type of vibe. Oh yeah, and then... And he talked himself to death. Or more like he drank too much. I'm sorry. I didn't know wine made you sleepy. Good though. You look adorable when you're asleep. Now I can pluck your eyes out and eat them. I'm actually a Lamia. I mean, Nohime is the Viper's daughter. How'd I fall asleep? Well, hours and hours of talking about yourself and adventures. Yes. I must have fallen asleep, talking on like that. Tell me about yourself, like your dreams for the future. Dreams? I have no dreams. I have no ideals. In fact, the Joker is coming to steal my ideals away from me. You might want to help me. Stop him for me. Oh, I'd really love to... Oh, sorry. I think I might have skipped the dialogue. She basically says, I want to be a singer. I'd really love to hear it. But I can't. I'm no good at writing lyrics. That must be tough. Again, super blunt. But thanks to you, I think I can come up with something. Oh? Thanks to me? Yes. The many faces you've shown me, the many personas. She really is being hunted by the Joker. Times when you were hurt, worried, or felt pain deep inside you, or your leg for that matter. Your smile, your face, your eyes. The little, like, trombone remix of her song. You've shown me something. I think I can come up with a song. Wow, I must be dreaming! Almost, like, backhanded her there. It's not a dream, is it? Boom, boom. Laguna, new orders. Meet by the presidential residence on the double. Duty calls. Can we meet again? Of course. I'll have to come hear you sing. And the start of a beautiful relationship. Unfortunately, next stop. Because it's a fucking announcer voice. Squall was the last one to wake up, though. Were we all asleep? Apparently. And Selfie's got the jitters. Apparently Selfie has leg cramps now.
Maybe someone released some sleeping gas. There's lots of people who resent seed.
Maybe. Better be careful.
Am I missing anything? Anyone hurt? Nothing in my boots.
I don't think so.
Good.
What a relief. Everything's cool with me. I've had such a nice dream about my time in the digital world, where I rode a train just like this one, but then I had to fight my Otismon in there, and we beat him with the power of friendship.
Okay, selfie.
I had a dream too. It wasn't a nice one though. I dreamt I was a moron.
He said it. I love that line.
But seriously, Sir Laguna was so cool.
Agreed. Also, you had the same dream as us. I kind of jumped the gun explaining that, but yeah, they find out that they all had the exact same dream about a man named Laguna with his friends Kiros and Ward.
Hey, there was a Laguna in my dream too. He's a Galbadian soldier, right?
Laguna, Kiros, and Ward.
Huh? Nani? That's it.
What is?
That's what?
There's no way we can understand this. Let's just concentrate on our first mission. Let's just forget about everything that we just experienced, an out-of-body experience no less, that could potentially be important to bring up, or some sort of supernatural phenomenon that we really need to deal with, and just continue with the plot, because Spirit has spent so much time doing card grinding. I am sick and tired of all of this.
Damn, selfie. Why don't you just tell me how you really feel?
I guess you're right. He really has done enough of grinding at this point. We'll put this incident on hold. I'll report it to the headmaster once we get back to Garden.
Psst, we never will. We should be there soon, eh? Hey,
Zel's Canadian.
here we go. Psych yourself up, baby. Still sleepy.
Is it because of your Savick affair with Pillamon, selfie? Don't worry, you'll see Pillamon again real soon. Squall got transported to Monster Rancher instead of the digital world. Just like everyone who has a dream or gets some time off screen just gets randomly teleported to different universes. That would be funny. Selfie's crashes. Oh no, selfie be EP. Not the first time she's been EP.
Train, take us away. Oh, there it goes. No more trains.
Okay, so this is the guy that we were told about. Oh, wait, hold on.
And the forest of timber sure have changed.
Something like that. Trying to think of a voice that I'll be using for this character. But the Moogles are still here, but the Shingles are still... We could say the wrong thing, but it only just leads to like an extra scene where he's like, these guys said the wrong thing, but we're still gonna let them in because they're obviously the people that we hired. So we'll just give them the actual answer.
But the elves are still around.
Welcome, sir. Come with me, sir.
Yeah, we'll go with that one. He shall be Guillaumon no more. Pet shop.
A vacation? That's not fair. My Georgie is in there. I hate this pet shop.
The pet shop locked your dog inside of the building with nobody in there? Who the heck is feeding these pets? And if they're going on vacation, then I hope it's not a long vacation. Damn. Actually, gets me mad. How dare you, fictional pet shop owner, rob this kid of his dear Georgie?
How
How's Timber been treating ya? I mean, we literally just stepped in Timber, lady. I've been running a souvenir shop for a long time, but there's nothing to sell these days. Take a look inside when you have time. We still have some stuff in there. Can I actually look in there? Oh, we can. Timber souvenirs. Owl's tier. I know the EP delusions. They are the strongest motivators. Yeah, isn't that what hit you yesterday during your Sonic 06 stream, Gecko? That was a good ending, by the way. Owl tears, huh? We're out of stock. The old man living on the edge of the town must have some. Okay, what about the map of Timber? It's not for sale, but I'll show it to you. Want to see the map of Timber? Okay. What the fuck kind of map is this? How am I supposed to read this? TV, pub, Timber Manny, I think that's Maniacs. You are here. Okay. So we're at the bottom. If we head to the right, we'll get to the gate and to a hotel, and then we can turn a left to head to Timber Maniacs, turn right and then left to enter the pub, and then we'll also be at the TBC. Okay, actually, not as complicated as I thought it was, but really, you couldn't have just made a visual map without any of these, like, squares. Square. I see what you did there, game. I drew it myself, easy to understand. Yeah, sure. I think that's a joke. Bro, I almost got scammed on Discord. Wait, really? Also, hello, hello Mothy. Hello, Mothman. How did you get scammed? Gosh, I hope somebody didn't send you, like, any messages that, had any sort of, like, virus in it that would hack your profile. That's happened to a couple of my friends, and it really sucks. What about the model trains? Model trains are out of stock. Really? Oh, but I just started getting invested in trains. I have a lot of friends who are really into trains these days. Watson Zone bought the last one. The owner of the hotel used to make some great models. He used to make a lot of them. He disappeared after the war. No one makes them anymore. Now that he's gone... Damn, that sucks. Naughty magazine. I can't sell naughty magazines to underage kids. Oh, yeah, that is true. We are like, all 17. Well, but Zone is a regular here. I sell in terms of the... I'm pretty sure Zone is younger than us. So why are you selling naughty magazines to this kid, but not the other kids? Honestly, though, you shouldn't sell it to anybody. He was looking for a book called Girl Next Door. She's just the girl next door. It's all about Taylor Swift. You should tell Zone if you ever find one. Lady, you're all kinds of weird. I don't know what you mean. Look, a map of Tinder. What a wonderful town.
Please, this way, sir.
A dude tried scamming an entire server. Oh, an entire server? Razco has a server, and for some reason a scammer showed up and DM'd everyone with a stupid, I looked into your account and love what I saw. Oh, that classic thing. Yeah, never fall for any of those types of messages. If there's ever a message that's like, hey, I accidentally send Discord a scam message about your profile, and I really need you to help me get rid of that. And yeah, it's a scam. It's a legit scam. Honestly, the best course of action is to just never trust any random DM, really. If you don't know the person, then just ignore them for the most part. Which usually leads to a, would you like to sell your account? Exactly. And for the most part, even if you do get to that point, your account is probably already compromised. Anyways, this is Zone. Apparently, he's the one that likes the naughty magazines. I like his sweater. His sweater looks pretty comfy. You know what? since he likes the naughty magazines, and there's a running trope with me and my friend Max about this particular voice. And considering there's no dragons in this game that I'll be able to voice, I'll use my Final Fantasy I dragon voice and probably annoy all of you.
So you guys are seeds.
I hate this already.
I'm the squad leader.
I'm sorry. Using the word squad next to squall just seems wrong for some reason.
I'm the squad leader. Squall. I'm the squall leader. Squad. This is Zell and Selfie. And this is Selfie and Zell.
Nice to meet you. I'm the leader of the furry Star Wars, and apparently also half dragon. That's why I wear this giant coat I'm covering all the dragon scales.
Anyway, thank you. Oh, this is mean. Zell thinks he's coming to shake his hand, but no, he doesn't. He just goes to shake the girl's hand. It is obvious considering like it's fucking zoned.
So let's get on with it. What do we do?
Just take it easy. Here, let me introduce you. Looks like you already met once.
And Zell did not take it well. He's on my list.
I guess it's just our princess then.
Was that a sweater? I thought that was a Snuggie. Oh, dude, a Snuggie would be even better. Considering there's no hood to it, it might as well just be a Snuggie. A Snuggie that's hiding the dragon scales. A true squall leader. Yes, only a true squall leader would only use ellipses when he's confirming things with his squad.
It's the princess's nap time, sir.
Oh man.
Oh man! Oh, he's Jake Long from American Dragon. Jake Long. If I could do a Dante Bosco impression, I would, but I can't. Actually, it makes perfect sense that I'm using the Final Fantasy I dragon voice because it's Jake Long. It's all coming together. He even has like the same similar hairstyle.
Hey Squirrel, sorry, but could you go get the princess? She's in the last room, up those stairs. Some of the other guys are in the room on the way. They're not important though, they don't get names. Ask them if you get lost.
I don't want to. Were we hired to run errands? Well, the only errands we'll be doing is collecting cards. And nothing of it.
Are you angry?
This is basically just my precursor to a Yu-Gi-Oh! Live stream series. We're not gophers, we're seeds, special forces. And then there's like fan art of Squall, Selfie, and Zell as gophers.
This is the last time for this kind of thing.
Oh gosh, the alien is coming out! Dude's got some gastrointestinal problems, unfortunately. That's rough, buddy.
Get in my stomach.
Getting ready for the strategy meeting, sir.
Seem to all most of the characters in this game seem to have like little quirks to their way of speech, because like he says sir, Raijin says ya know, and Fujin just screams.
These guys don't seem to have it together. Squall, way to go. You tell them. They can't treat us that way. They can't treat the queen of the digital world. No one can tell me what to do, or I'll send Alphamon on their asses.
Selfie is Yggdrasil confirmed. Okay, maybe I don't want to talk to her anymore.
A princess is in the room further down.
Well, you're gonna wake up the princess. You got some guts, man.
The sound of the train moving, it's so relaxing.
Anyways, we're gonna go wake up the princess, but first, we gotta continue the card minigame. There's an important thing we can do here. Wedge, I believe, is a card opponent. So if we try to initiate a card battle with him...
Mr. Seed, you seem to know rules unfamiliar to this region. Let's play a game with Balam's rules and ours, sir.
So what we want to do is mix the rules.
You want to play cards, sir?
I believe he's gonna do it, so if we say yes... Open and same. Open and same is what we want. Oh, trade rule all. We still have the trade rule enabled from Balam. Okay. This should make it so the open rule will be spread to timber. Verdict is no. Seem to know rules unfamiliar to this region. Let's try again. Didn't work. Open, same, trade rule 1. I'm fine with that, I guess. Open, there it is. I guess the trade rule needed to go back to all. But with that, we have abolished, we have spread the open rule, which will definitely help in the continuous card adventures of Squall Leonhardt, card collector, card capture Squall. Just Squall in a magical girl outfit with a magical wand with a bunch of cards all over the place. Alright, well, we can go save in a different slot. Hopefully I didn't mess this up. And then we can challenge Watts to get his rare card because he's one of those characters that has an extremely rare card that is nowhere else. That, oh man, made me think of Swiper Fox from Dora. I remember that character, yeah. Oh man. I would do that, but I also want to do the dragon voice because it's funny. Want to play cards, sir? Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Let me get the door for you, sir. Alright, we'll go with our tried and true strategy of wait, not Behemoth. Oops, I was supposed to go with the Iron Giant. Doesn't matter. We'll go with Behemoth anyways. They can't capture the T-Rexar anymore, so... Oh, they can't even capture the Behemoth anymore either. Okay, they're screwed. Watts is just fucking screwed. Why are you playing with all these weak cards right now? Give me the... It always ends before I can get to the chorus. We'll go with the T-Rexar card. We don't have the all enabled anymore. We can't get it back because the Queen of Cards isn't here. So we'll just have to make do with what we can get. Where the heck is the Iron Giant? It's right here, okay. Still not playing it. They're going to be playing a doggo. That is what the card is. And we really, really want that doggo. I want it. I need it. I need it. Maybe one of these days I will actually show off what it looks like to get 9 cards. Honestly, I should just put on 3 times speed because it does affect triple triad if I remember correctly. Nope, just a Wendigo. Yeah, that's a little faster. They actually screwed up my Ifrit method. Damn, they actually screwed up my method big time. Okay, well, just gotta make sure, they can't really do anything anymore. Yep, they're screwed. Wait, no. I actually want the cockatrice, because that'll give me more, stone magic, or break magic. Spirit, after the stream, we need to talk, it's kind of important. Ooh, okay, dude. Stream's gonna be, it's not gonna last that long, considering I have, like, a bunch of streams tomorrow, and I need to prepare for those. Hey, there it is! Wow, it's a lot tinier than I remember it being. It's the Angelo card! It is Doggo. Doggo is here. So we really want him. Do we play it naturally, or do we go for the Doggo card immediately? That's a problem. Alright, we'll just let them do whatever. Okay, they wanted that. Honestly, we could get the Angelo card here without having to worry about the Ifrit card being stolen. Sweet! Okay. 666. No! Yeah, they've lost. I just need to make sure they don't capture me. And Angelo card acquired. Idogu. Angelo card is, I believe, another player card. Or, actually, no, it's treated as like a GF card in terms of rarity. Not bad, honestly. It has some pretty good stats. Might be worth trading. Not a lot of these, like, rare cards have good numbers to the left, it seems. That's the unfortunate thing, really. Wait. We got 100 monsters. I don't know why that made me laugh. Okay, and I believe Zone... Yeah, he doesn't play cards. I'll play cards, Selfie. I'll play cards, though. If only. Alright, we're gonna make a quick save because that was definitely worth it. I honestly have no idea what the same rule does. I probably got to do some research on most of these rules because, like, I don't know what the same rule does, and I don't know what the difference trade rule is. Either way, let's get introduced to the princess with her iconic blue duster coat. One of my favorite outfits in Final Fantasy, just because of how it's my favorite color. It's sky blue. Also, the character is really cool.
Hey, you're, you know, from the party. It's the girl that we danced with. So, does that mean you're a seed?
Yes. Yes. I'm Squad. I'm Squad Squall! I'm Squall! Damn it, that tripped me up. I'm Squad, the Squall leader. There's 2 others with me. They're also named Squall. Sorry. One of these playthroughs, I'm probably gonna have to name him Squad just to have it make sense.
Yes, the seed is here.
Take it easy.
I'm just so happy. Or it's just that I'm so happy. I've been sending requests to Garden forever, but nothing. I'm so glad I spoke to Sid directly.
Oh. So you were looking for the headmaster at the party. And then you danced with him?
Squall, don't be that weird guy.
You know Cypher?
Of course I know Cypher.
Yeah. He gave me my scar. We're kind of marked with each other. You know, we're kind of boyfriends now.
Well, he's the one who introduced me to Sid. Sid is such a nice man, with a really weird voice apparently.
And also pretty terrible at Triple Triad. Have you played against him? I pretty much stole all of his cards.
I really didn't think Seed would come out and help a measly little group like us. But after explaining our situation to him, Sid gave the go-ahead right away. Ain't that just peachy? Now that you guys are here, we'll be able to carry out all kinds of plans. Like toppling the government.
I think that's legit what they're planning to do, though.
Yes?
I'm going back to the others.
Okay, let's go. Let's go, let's go. Squall? Or Squad? Is he here?
He?
Cypher.
No, he's not a seed. Wah wah. That's good. Sid was looking for anything with an O.
Oh.
Speaking of which, Renoa gets it. Oh yeah, this is Renoa, by the way. As she's about to aptly say,
Oh yeah, my name's...
Renoa Heartily. I'm gonna keep her name just like Squall. In hindsight, I probably should have just named them Ross and Rachel to complete the whole Friends joke, but I'm fine with this. Renoa Heartily, one of my top teen crushes back in the day. And honestly, her design still slays. Love the angel wings in the background, and I'm so glad that those angel wings were reincorporated not only into Squall's Kingdom Hearts design, but also into the design of Noel Christ, a character from Final Fantasy XIII 2. I just think it's a really cool aesthetic. And plus, blue duster coat.
Very pleased to meet you, Squall. Seed members dance quite well, don't they?
Approach your target inconspicuously at a dance party. Inconspicuous! There may be missions requiring this sort of subterfuge. It's expected of Seed to learn various skills.
Oh, so it's work-related. That's too bad.
Doggo!
Oh no, it's a doggo.
Hi dear puppy.
Here, let me introduce you.
Puppy.
This is my partner.
So the canonical name is Angelo. Now, I was debating on what I would name Angelo here. I was thinking of naming him after or actually, Angelo is a girl if I remember correctly. Yeah, gender is a girl. I was thinking of naming them after my own doggo, which... Oh, I just realized something. Green, I don't think we have any names for you as a GF, do we? One second, I'm looking at my server. Naming Plaza. Do we have any GFs that are free? Brothers is taken. Pandemonium is taken. Alexander is taken. Doom Train is taken. Cactus. We really don't have any more free GFs. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Green Elliot. Okay, we're naming this guy Green. Sorry, Green, you're a female dog now.
I could make the obvious joke, but I'm not.
I'll name my dog something else later on or something. Or actually, no, I have other games that I can name my dog in. For now, Green shall be my dog. Guess I'm the dog summon. Yes, we shall yeet you at our enemies and explode at our enemies.
Green is really smart. Here, let me let me tell you how smart he is.
This is perfect. Renoa's limit break uses green. Okay, but green what? It uses green. Green what? Green color? Green food? Green with envy? The tricks Green can learn are listed on the status screen. The four status screen, sorry, I was misreading that, lists all the tricks that Green can learn. Green Rush, Green Recover, and Green Cannon. I can't wait to use Green Cannon. The gauge on the right indicates how much has been learned. It's basically just a learning system, you know. You equip the ability that you haven't learned yet, and as you battle, you'll slowly learn the ability. The gauge will go up slowly, and then you'll have mastered the ability. So that's pretty much all it is. Skipping tutorial.
Smart, huh? I have some important work to do now. Be good, Green. Okay, I'll meet you there.
Oh, Green is now sad. Green is now whimpery. Well, this turned out perfect. I know, right? Don't worry, Green. This shall be our corner together. Oh gosh, Green, what are you doing? What the fuck? I didn't know you could just smash the button and the dog just whines. You know what it sounds like? It sounds like Green is just like shooting one of those stereotypical laser pistols that aliens use. It's just like pew 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 pew. Okay, I'm sorry. But yeah, I love the fact that you can name the dog whatever you want, and it's so adorable. Angelo is just an adorable doggo. I think at some point we can come back here to the bed and we can collect something. I'll never get... I'm charging up!
He's about to fire his laser!
Okay. I'll save it a different slot. We're saving in a bunch of slots, but this is how I play RPGs. I usually just save in a bunch of slots and hope that nothing goes wrong. And if something does go wrong, I can always go back.
This is Zell. He's apparently Sonic the Hedgehog. And Selphie. She's the master of the digital world now.
Hi, everyone. No handshakes for you, by the way. This way. But what if I don't want it?
Alright. How long have we been going? 2.5 hours? Okay. We could continue this, but I think this is probably the perfect place to stop for now. Can we play cards with any of these guys? Hey, don't you want to know how Renault and Cypher know each other? I just joined the Forest Owl, so I don't really know anything yet. No one would tell me. Why is that? The mystery is killing me. I don't know, dude. I don't really care. Did you see the clipping on the board in the conference room? The Anarchist Monthly used to write special reports about the president. I saw the guy who wrote for that magazine being taken away to the prison. Being in prison for telling the truth. That's downright wrong. Yeah, and totally not something that will happen that happens in our current political climate. No sirree. Ooh. Final Fantasy continuing to be topical. From tactics to 8. It's not just the men who are sent to the prison. Deling sends women, children, and elderly, anyone who stands against him. What was once a thriving resistance movement died down because of this. Damn, he even sends women and children. Yeah, so Deling is the president of Galbadia, and he's the one who's kind of responsible for all the stuff that's happening in Timber. And why we have a resistance force. The Forest Owls are... Hear me out. Watson Zone's fathers founded the Forest Owls. Oh? The Forest Owls used to... 18 years ago, on the day before the big invasion, there was an all-out hunt for resistance members. Ooh. Watson Zone's fathers both died to protect everyone in the city. Galbadia soldiers shot them in front of everybody as a warning. Jesus Christ, is this Final Fantasy or an episode of Naruto? Everybody looked away as they were executed. But Watson Zone were watching. They saw the whole thing. Deling glared down at the two of them like they were dirty rats. And on that day, Zone's voice changed from an innocent little child to
a funny little dragon was in there.
He had just become president, so to show his power, he took a soldier's gun and shot their fathers, already dead bodies. From that day on, they decided to carry on with their father's work as Forest Owls. I decided to become a member after hearing that story. Damn, that's a pretty intense story, honestly. Alright, well, you probably see this just as... No, I mean, I've already heard everything you said, dude. Yeah, it's kind of sucks for both Zone and Watts. Alright, so I think this is the perfect place to stop for today. Like I said, it was going to be a quick stream anyways. We will be back tomorrow with more live streams. In terms of Final Fantasy VIII, I'll be doing a not very long stream on Saturday. And hopefully we'll do a stream again on Monday. Hopefully by Saturday we'll be able to complete everything in Timber. But yeah, tune in tomorrow for, gosh, what do we have planned tomorrow? Final Fantasy Tactics. We have, Toho 12. And we have Kyoyaku. Yeah, I have a lot of stuff planned. And Final Fantasy Tactics is specifically if a friend of mine can make it. If he can't, then I'll actually just go back to Final Fantasy VIII, and we'll be playing that tomorrow instead. Truly, after Zone's father's death, he got too deep into the Goon Caves. And that's how he discovered his love for big busty dragon ladies. And with that said... that is the perfect end to the live stream. Thank you everybody for joining, and I guess I'll see y'all later.